Money is a critical necessity in modern times. It allows us to provide for our needs. The value of money is heightened in our teenage and adolescent years. We now appreciate the value that money brings, but may not be able to make as much of it as we need or believe we deserve. College and university students are in that period where their money needs are increasing but have limited access to income. It is also a time of great learning that can help lay the foundation for future spending habits. It is therefore at this stage that money management habits of a lifetime can be created. It is important for students to learn simple ways to manage money better, not only for now but also for the future. Knowing how to manage money better can save a lot of stress and help to focus on the most important lessons of life. The real reason for a college or university education is the experience. Time at university is an important part of life's journey. Learning about money management takes time and discipline. It is therefore important that we start the habits that will be needed throughout life. Smart spending is needed. For most people, going to college or university is the first time they will be living away from home. The start of adulthood. Exciting time, right? Some students may be lucky that if they run out of money, they have parents to act as their safety nets, but this may not always be the case. For some parents, they have their own issues to contend with. Life at uni can be fun. Some universities offer prepared meals. If you're lucky enough to have this included in your fees, then at least you know you are unlikely to starve, but you still need to manage your living expenses. This may not be the most cost-effective way, but at least it helps with planning. If you live in shared accommodation with other students, try to share the cost of things like broadband, gas, electricity and so on with the others to keep the expenses down. Avoid buying things on the spur of the moment. Go shopping with a list to buy food that you can cook rather than prepared meals. Differentiate between essentials and good-to-have things that can be delayed, postponed or even avoided. Try buying second-hand textbooks or plan to borrow the essential books from the library. Many universities now have digital versions of books, so check the e-book first before buying and only if necessary. Avoid places where you are likely to make unplanned purchases. Yes, the beer may be cheap, but if you are out with friends, it can quickly turn expensive. Budgeting and planning can be easier if you live on your own. You can use the library and other university facilities rather than stay in your flat during the winter to study. Take advantage of discounts on travel, food vouchers, rail and travel discounts. Some students buy second-hand bicycles to travel around the campus to save on transport costs. Buy only the things and in the quantity that you need. Too much and you may either be forced to eat more or throw things away. If you cook your own food, then any leftovers can be made into sandwiches for those long lecture days. Avoid friends who pay you visits in your flat with the main purpose of eating your food unless you do the same to them. Take water and food from your flat to lectures rather than buy water or food from the canteen. Be careful with using credit cards. It is easy to overspend. Better to use debit or cash top-up cards. Many banks offer free banking with no charges for students, but be careful because some of them charge more when you go into overdraft. If you are not good at budgeting well and using your credit card, then use cash where possible. Take only what you need in the form of student loan. You will eventually have to pay it back. Unless you have rich parents who can bail you out in case of emergencies, set some money apart. Such emergency money should be kept in a different account. The best way to control your spending is to find a way to track how you spend, reduce or eliminate any unnecessary expenses. There are several apps and spreadsheets you can use to keep track of your expenses. At the end of the year, sell the things you no longer need, such as books, clothes, even furniture. One man's junk is another's treasure. There are several ways you can make money, including online, tutoring, or working a few hours a week to help get out of the house, put some money in your pocket and gain some valuable real-life work experience that employers value so much. But don't overdo it to the detriment of your studies. Having said the above, have fun, spoil yourself occasionally when you have achieved your goals. Remember, money is a resource and you are the master. You are in control and never let it manage you. Best of luck. If you have found this helpful, please subscribe and like. www.enterprisedoctors.com. Look below for some online training.